It looked like he almost had the hat trick. I think game of inches, right?
Yeah, I think Nino and I are going to play rock, paper, scissors to see if that actually crossed the goal line or not. And yeah, Laus tipped it anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Oh,
but
did he? Okay.
I don't know. I think so.
So you might lose the primary assist then on that.
Hey, I don't care. We got to win. I do not care.
You must like how your team responded to some early adversity. Obviously, you go down 2 and then you battle back, but then they take the lead again, and then you guys seem to kind of really take the game over.
I think for us in our group, like just understanding like it's not going to be a Picasso every 60 minutes, and there's going to be some adversity in games. Arizona's playing well. They're a good team. They got lots of skill. Off the rush, they're creating chances. We obviously saw with their first goal that they've got that talent to be able to hurt you. And for our group to understand what makes us successful, we got to our game there in the second period. Special teams, we get a big goal on the power play in the second, and some huge kills there in the third. Whatever it was, 2 seconds left on that one in the second, but something we can definitely build on. We're 10, 11 games into the season now, but just trying to get better and better every game.
You don't necessarily at the NHL get a whole lot of chances where you can just step into a shot quite like that, right? So it must be a great feeling then to see it go in the way it did.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of room for me getting it, and Appy made a great play. Like I said, that line does such a great job of reading off one another, and I saw an opening even on the first one to be able to jump down and get involved in the offense. And I think for all 6 of our D, we're mobile guys that can get in and affect it offensively. So. Just happy to contribute and get a big win.
And just on the first one, I think it was Vlad that made the real slippery play kind of along the wall and then that great feed.
Unbelievable. I feel like he's got the puck on his stick every time he's out there on the ice. He's making great plays. Making his line mates better, and for Vladdy, he's got so much. I don't even think it's undercover because we all know how talented he is, but he's got great vision, such a great offensive player, and put it on the ladies' tees for me there back door.
Just a quick one on Nino. You guys have obviously seen his value since he joined you at the deadline, and then a game like tonight that you just seem like kind of a man on a mission. Great player to have, obviously, on your side.
Oh, he's just he's a bull when he gets in on the offense. He's a big body. He knows what his strengths are, and that line they forecheck, they chip pucks in, and it's no recipe. I feel like the other team knows what they're going to do, and those guys still go out there and they get the puck, they spread the zone, and I think when Nino's when he's on top of his game, he's shooting pucks, he's a goal scorer, and he's going to those dirty areas, and just happy to see him get some success and get the bounces like that.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So Nino's looking it up. You've had 2 career NHL hat tricks. I believe they both came against the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I think every time I got a hat trick, or a couple of times I did, was against Buffalo. So it was cool to get a hat trick for another team.
And it's been, I think, 5 years since the last one. So
long time ago.
Your line, obviously, that seemed like everything was really working well. You guys spent a ton of time in their end, and nice to get the payoff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like with the last few games we've been playing together, we knew we got to play simple and try to play the right way and work the other team down low, try to get momentum, even if we don't get momentum down there, and try to hem the puck down there and get shots and traffic in the net. So it's something which we truly believe it's the right thing to do, and I think that's something which we want to be as an identity. And obviously it was great to get paid off for that.
You probably had you did have the best view, the hat trick goal there. It looks like Brendan was inches away from a hat trick. Had the puck kind of come to a complete stop, or?
Well, it did, but I know Laus tipped it. So so as soon as I saw it there, I wasn't sure if it went in already. So I was like, I'm just gonna poke it in and see if I get that or not. But it's obviously great to get that way.
So you didn't steal the hat trick from Brendan. If anything, it would have been a goal for Adam.
Yes, exactly. So that makes me definitely feel good. But I mean, at the end of the day, we needed that goal. That was a huge goal for us. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who scores. We got to make sure we win hockey games and get ourselves a good chance of getting the playoffs.
You're playing a team that plays really well at home too. They're up 2-0, 3-2. Feel pretty good about the way you took over the game with 3 straight goals there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're a good team. They're a young team, and they're very, very skilled and very fast. And they make you pay when they get their chances. And I think that's something which we knew we got to be aware of. And obviously, being down 2-0 wasn't the game plan we wanted to have. But it's obviously great we found a way to win that game.
just one on Mason Appleton. He's moved up and down a bit. He was up with that top line for a bit. Now it seems like since he's come down with you and Adam, like that line is really, something special. What does Mason kind of bring, and what have you seen from him?
He's a great overall player. I mean, he's very smart. He works hard every single night and tries to be the best version of himself every night. And doesn't matter what position he gets put in. He's always try to play his game. And doesn't matter if he plays his shives or with our line. He just stays true to his game, and I think that's why he's successful.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Adam and Nino, and you guys look like you've got some real chemistry and kind of really found something there.
Yeah, it's been a blast. We like to go to work together, and we've managed to score some pretty nice goals, obviously. But I think it's a lot of simple, direct hockey where we can all kind of read off each other, feed off each other. We really pride ourselves in winning battles and getting first touch on pucks, and not giving up on any play. So I think when those compound, then you score. You score nice ones. You score ugly ones. Nino didn't score a goal more than a foot and a half away from the net tonight. Like, that's him just going there and being in the right spot. I thought our line did a really good job, and I thought honestly our team overall we really responded and found a way to fight back in that game and then jump them in the standings.
Yeah, I mean, Adam and Nino are both big bodies, right? They create a lot of space, play physical and that, and then with your speed and that, it just seems like a real nice mesh between everybody.
Yeah, I think we all read off each other and we all bring a little bit different, but at the same time, we all are good at pretty similar things. I think when we work them below, the top of the circles and win our one-on-ones and be strong on the puck in the corner and get it low to high and beat guys back to the net, like that. The Nino hat-trick goal was a product of Lau's beating his guy to the net and getting a tip on it, and then Nino getting to the net and just setting it over the goal line. Like, that's an easy goal to score if you're willing to do the hard things. And I think, like I said, that's what we kind of pride ourselves in, and we're gonna keep building and we're gonna keep getting better, I think.
How does Mason Appleton leading Jets scorer sound? Because you're, I believe, tied for the team scoring lead now after 11 games, along with Nino, Kyle, Mark. I think Cole's right behind you.
Gotcha.
It kind of speaks to that just depth. It's like It's not one guy, right? There's that whole committee.
Yeah, I think obviously we've had a lot of guys with good starts to the year. I think if you look at our entire season, we maybe have 4 periods of hockey we don't like. I think we've been very consistent. And, for all the people that love the analytics out there, I think if you look at the 5-on-5, we've been the better team a lot of nights. Obviously, our power play gets a big one. Our PK gets a good kill late. Obviously, they got the one with 2 seconds left there. But you clean your specials up a little bit, and then we keep playing the way we are 5-on-5. We're a dang good hockey team, and we're going to win a lot of games this year.
You're a guy that's always said, and others have said about you, there's more offense there, and maybe it hasn't always come out the way you wanted, but it seems like the way you started this season, just individually too, we're starting to see that.
Right.
That must be rewarding, right? There's other elements I know to your game.
Yeah.
It's not just about points, but when you get them, that's a good payoff.
Right. You're certainly right. I think that every atmosphere is different when we're when we're at home or on the road. Like, our role can change a tad as a line.
Yeah.
But I think we've spent so much time in the O-zone, so obviously I get to showcase a little bit more, and I think Nino and Adam do as well. Obviously it's a really good league, but I pride myself in not always scoring and getting points. I think I can do a lot of other good things to help this team win. So that's kind of the backbone of my game. And then, like I said, we've been pretty dominant offensively. So then you get to showcase a bit more, and obviously I think I'm capable of making plays and scoring goals and getting assists. So I think our line's been great so far.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, we often get hung up on labeling lines, first line, second line, third line. Adam's line does not look like a third line. They're playing like a top line, right?
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of confidence, and they get all of their success because of their hard work. They work so hard. They're real tight with the system, and then they put a lot of pressure, on the opposition, especially the defense. Big bodies that that get in there and muck and grind, and then from there they take over.
Right. Some early resiliency, right? Because you guys fall behind the 2, and then you tie it up, but then fall behind again, and on a power play goal, which of course that's been a storyline. To get that power play goal, the response right away, did that feel like a real momentum change?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to blame it on the 1 o'clock game, but sometimes it's whoever starts fastest sometimes has success. But it took us a little bit to get going. But exactly like you said, we hung in there and found a way to get our game going and got our legs under it. Got it tied up, but that power play goal was big for us. And actually on our penalty kill, I thought we did a fantastic job. Gave up the one with 5 seconds left, whatever. But at the end of the day, both those units did what they needed to do to help us have success. Big kill in the third, but that power play looked dangerous for a lot of what they were doing, and that's what we were hoping for.
You guys, they were blocking a lot of shots again, just like in Vegas the other night, but where you really started to get some success is a little more play down low and obviously going to the net. I think all 3 of Nino's goals were kind of right in the crease area.
Yeah, that was kind of after the first period. They did it, like you said. I think that's everybody kind of in the league now is kind of looking at what Vegas did to win, and there's a lot of shot blocking. So that means our defense just can't throw them to the front of the net, hoping that it might get through, just because it kills the offensive cycle. We did a good job of using net releases, using the whole ice surface, holding on to pucks a little bit longer, and working to get open, and then take the shot that once that lane did happen. If something opened for you, then get the puck to the net when we had bodies there, and then it's all about those second and third chances. Once you get it to that net, it's crashing, and it's beating the guy you're going against to that puck, and that's what we did a good job at.
Speaking of your defense, where have you been hiding the offensive weapon that is Brendan Dillon?
Yeah, it's nice to see sometimes, guys have to show a different side of themselves. And, every defenseman wants to be a goal scorer. And we actually talked about we needed more from our back end, whether it was, shots or, obviously assists. But goals, Dilly took it one step further. And, hey, anytime you can get that on the road like that, that's big.
Yeah, and the way you scored that second goal, I mean, that's it's not like it bounced in off him, right? Like, that's a goal scorer's goal there. You guys
Careful.
Yeah. Dominic Toninato took the warm-up. Was there a question about a forward? Or
we had a whole bunch that were feeling a little bit off here. So everybody was good to go, though. And but afternoon games, we're going to dress extra body just in case.
Right. Good. Right on. Thanks.
Thanks.
Kyle Connor takes a look, hands it off to Scheifele. It gives it to Morrissey. Morrissey's